Hi, my name is Vikash and I'm recording this video so you can get a better idea of my next project for implementing the four-step purchase process for the product Website Creator. Now, instead of me just describing the project, let me just get started and walk you through it. That way you'll be able to see while I discuss it, and that way you'll gain a better understanding of it. First off, we're going to start off by going to flymill.com. We're going to click on My Account. And then I will provide these login credentials to you. We're going to log in, but over here we're going to select web hosting and we're going to click on login. This is the dashboard, and you don't have to worry about this mess over here. What our focus is going to be is on web hosting, other services, Website Creator. If you click on it, you will see there's three different product selections. They're all for the Website Creator product. If you click on Sign Up, you will see that the 4 steps have not been built out yet. So for this project, your first task is going to be build out step 1. And if you go to enum.com, I'm already logged in, I think. Okay, if you go to enum.com and log in, and then go to resellers, and then API catalog, and then value-added services, you will see a product called Website Creator, and that's the product we are reselling. I'm a reseller for Enum's products, and so if you read through this information, you will see these are the different products that we had outlined over here, right over here. The Website Creator Basic, Full, and E-commerce. And so what we're going to do, you have to use API, and you're going to create a table to log these parameters. Well, let me show you the tables that exist right now. You go to the try database, you will see a products table where you can see the different product names. You would add Website Creator to this one. Well, it's already in there. There you go, 91. So you're going to use this product ID and then apply a API name and set it up so you can purchase that product. Set up the purchase process for it. So now let me explain why this is not as tough as you may think it is. Now in this step, you will have to look at the requirements for Website Creator. As you can see, a domain name, to use Website Creator, a domain name must be registered here or use our DNS hosting. So basically when a user enters a domain over here to use for Website Creator, you need to program it so that if the domain name does not exist within our database table, then there should be a message stating that you either need to transfer to the domain over here or purchase DNS hosting. You could just say purchase DNS hosting. You must have DNS hosting, or the domain name must be registered here to be able to use Website Creator Service. So then they could proceed to either transferring their domain name to our service, or they can purchase DNS hosting. So then you would go through the 4 steps, but the part that's easy, like I mentioned just a few minutes ago, maybe even just a minute ago, is step 2, step 3, and step 4. They can be leveraged, the code can be leveraged from Linux hosting. The step 1 through 4 process works completely in the Linux hosting. It also works perfectly in the upgrade web hosting part. So I would suggest that you also look at the code for upgrade web hosting, because the 4-step process there also works perfectly. So while your focus is really on creating the 4-step process for Website Creator, you would want to look at the code for Linux hosting, how the 4-step process is set up, or the upgrade web hosting, the 4-step process for upgrade web hosting, because all that is working perfectly. And so you would just leverage that to when you code for these products in the 4-step process. Now, after the purchase has been completed through the 4-step process, it does need to show up in the dashboard. Now, if you look at the dashboard right now, these 3 products should be static. Even if there's a 0 there, they should appear. But these products on the bottom, I really don't want these products to appear unless there's a 1 or greater. Now, if we purchase a Website Creator product, this should automatically turn to 1. That process may still need to be programmed. I'm not quite sure if it's programmed in. Right now it reflects 0. It may be hard-coded, or it may already be programmed. But you can leverage the code from these 3 products. The way it's coded should be the same way over here, except for the fact that I always want to see these 3 products, but I don't want to see these products unless there's a 1 or greater. I hope that makes sense. So unless there is a product for the user to manage, I do not want to see it here. I do not want to see zeros here. I only want to see these products down here under this dotted line if there's a 1 or greater. This is perfectly fine since it's on the top. These 3 products always need to appear. These are conditional. Okay, so it needs to appear over here. That's the other thing to do. And then in the My Order history, there should be an order number over here. Once the order gets processed, there should be an order number, and if you click on it, it should reflect in here the item number, maybe Website Creator. So this process also needs to work, and this also you should be able to leverage from what's already working right here. So let me show you in the control panel. If you go to public HTML, you scroll down to web hosting, and you'll see all the Linux web hosting, the 4-step process that's already there. So you can leverage the code from there when you're setting up Website Creator. As you can see, there's only 2 files. You still have to set up the 4-step process. You can see that the DNS hosting, they've started to do it. There's a programmer that's working on it. It's not quite complete. That's why I say focus on either the Linux web hosting, which the 4-step process is complete, or you'll see upgrade web hosting right here in this folder. So let's see what else. In Enum, there's also, if you go to API catalog, and if you go to the alphabetical list of commands, I find this very helpful. If you go to the alphabetical list, you'll have a list of all the API commands, and if you hit Control F and type in anything over here, such as renew, it will basically highlight all the functions, all the commands that have the word renew in them. So that can always be helpful when you're coding for the website creator. And so that's pretty much it. So if you let me recap again. For this project, you're only going to be focused on website creator. Your goal is to code the 4-step process for all 3 of these products, which they're basically the same product, but different. One's a basic, full, and one's a e-commerce, so the features are different. So if you go to any one of them, you basically want to code that 4-step process. You can leverage the code from Linux hosting, since that is already working all 4 steps, or the upgrade web hosting, which is under my web hosting, and then you'd have to click on the upgrade icon. And also those files exist in the, you'll find them in the control panel in the file manager. Here's the products table. Here's website creator. You will want to create another table here called website creator, so you can add in the parameters there. And you can look at domain add-ons and see if that can be used, but I would rather have a separate table for each product. So if you want to capture all the parameters that are required for website creator, please create a new table here called website creator and set it up. And that's pretty much it. So the purchase process should work. The order, once it's submitted, it should show up in my order history and also in my dashboard. You should see a 1 right here if there's one website creator product that was purchased. And that's pretty much it. I hope this has been helpful. Have a great day. Thank you.